let's get it started. Game 5 of the NBA Finals is tonight. And I knew Kelvin would have this obvious take, so I'm going to let you go first because this is as obvious as it gets. But go ahead, Mr. Thunder in 5. Are they winning tonight? Is this the fifth game?
Tonight.
Okay. They're gonna, No, I mean the series.
Oh, you thought I called the series in 5?
No, that's
no. I was saying they're gonna win Game 5.
You said that originally.
I didn't know the question. Repeat the question.
No, the original. The original take was Thunder in 5. Correct?
Yeah. Okay. Thunder gonna win Game 5. I didn't know you got to complete the sentence, Rob.
No,
you were a teacher. Ian was one of your students.
Yes.
You have to say.
Ian knows what I was talking about.
Who is winning in the series and how many games? I thought you said who do you have in? I was like, Game 5. No. I got the Thunder.
But originally you made your original pick, and it was in 5 games.
But I said I could go 6. No, watch. So I'm on the cruise, and I didn't do a Shaq. I actually decided, even though I'm on vacation.
Why wouldn't you watch? You're just chilling out.
Right, but you know, Shaq, I'm on vacation. I ain't going to watch nothing
laying
else.
back, drinking? Or
They had a bar, and so my brother-in-law and I were just at the sports bar hanging out. It was really funny. Because,
so it was a family affair. So
my mother, the reason was for my mother's 70th.
Okay, so that was just celebrate the birthday and then make it,
okay. So that was the reason for it.
It just happened to fall on Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, perfect, exactly. So we're on the boat, and brother and I watching the game, and obviously we had one crazed Pacer fan, one crazed Thunder fan in the bar, so that made it fun to just see them yelling at each other the whole time. But watching Game 4, man, it obviously a really good game, and then the Pacers start to break away late in the third and all the way get up to a 10, 11 point lead heading as they close out the third and as we got closer to the fourth. But a couple of things I start to note, man. I just start to think this. Number one, when you got a double-point lead, especially in NBA Finals Game 4, you got a chance to go up 3-1. I don't care if it's the Thunder or the Pacers or if it were the Pistons or the Lakers, I would be saying this. You've got to get it done. You've got to win that game, a 10-point lead heading in, to the fourth. You absolutely got to do it at home, too. That's a big, big game for you to win up 3-1. We know the statistics when you're up 3-1, aside from those Warriors 2016. So that was the first big letdown right there. You're doing this in front of your home crowd. And also, more importantly, I think heading into tonight, I think the Pacers are allowing Jalen Williams, J-Dub they call him, to get into that Robin mode we discussed where I said, well, who's the night in, night out Robin? He's starting to get that. He's getting in the paint when he needs to. He's starting to get comfortable. And they showed us that he has the ball in his hand more now the last couple of games than he has throughout his whole career. And I think that was something they liked to see, they being the Thunder. They liked him bringing the ball up, him orchestrating the offense, him getting things going so that he's getting more comfortable, getting more touches, feeling like he's part of the game to the tune of 27 points, to the tune of, again, starting to get into the paint and live in the paint. Chet gets comfortable, 15 and 15, I believe it was, from Chet. And now he's out there blocking shots, getting rebounds, scoring, and starting to feel and make his presence. And when you start to look at what we've seen in the last 51 champions, 50 of the 51 had top 10 defenses. Well, this team is a historically great defensive team. 48 of the last 51 champions have been in the top 10 offense. They are extremely efficient and prolific offensively, leading with the leading scorer in the MVP. So to me, I can't see how all of these things, Rob, check to where they're going to now lose the series. Now, they might lose tonight, but I can't see them losing the series where if the Pacers won Game 4 and go up 3-1, by history, pretty much, except for the Warriors, they pretty much win this thing. So I'm just looking at the dynamics of an all-time great defense. They're looking at the numbers. The likes of 04, both you and I were there with those Pistons teams. The Boston team with 08 with Kevin Garnett and them, again, another prolific defense, and also a couple of those Spurs team. History shown when those types of defenses, you're that prolific, you win these things, coupled with the leading scorer, coupled with the MVP. I just think the Pacers let a huge one go and a huge opportunity Game 4 on Friday night.
Sure, I understand that, but you got to be realistic about it too. And the Thunder were playing for their lives, which doesn't – it's not shocking. If you would have told me that the Pacers would have been up 3-1 in the NBA Finals against the best team, best defensive team, none of that would make sense. Okay, that would be – and not that I didn't think that they were going to win. Sure, I did. But when I really think about it, and if you're really honest with yourself, the idea that the Pacers would be up to 3-1, where they've been like almost double-digit underdogs every game. Like that's how much Vegas is giving people 7, 8, 9. Tonight it's 9.5 points. So they're underdogs. So they wouldn't be working from the underdog scheme if they were up 3-1 and they had such an easy time winning 3 of the first 4 games. And I mean easy, just the idea of winning it. So to me, this does not change like where they can go and what they can do, which is to win it as an underdog, because that's what they've done the entire year. This fits them, actually. You talked about 04. We talk about it all the time because I was a writer in Detroit, a columnist in Detroit, and radio guy, and you living there, and the 2004 Pistons. And Chauncey Billups had a very popular saying back then, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. And that's what it was always with the Pistons. It was never a piece of cake or easy, like ever. And in this case, I would have been shocked had they gone up 3-1 and it's just a foregone conclusion. And so I look at this as a great opportunity for them. 2-2, 2 out of 3, and the thing is, you try to win this game, and then you could close it out in Game 6 at home, because that's what I picked originally, that they would have to win it in 6. I mean, the obvious easier way would be up 3-1, lose tonight, and then go, but that doesn't fit with what they've done and why they're Cinderella and why the slipper has fit all year round. So I haven't changed my mind at all about them. Disappointed, yes, because they had a lead.
That's the part for me.
10 points.
That's the only part.
Yeah, 10 points in the NBA in the fourth quarter just isn't a lot anymore with the 3-ball. It's changed. In the old days, you had a good lead. Those kind of leads aren't safe anymore, and we've seen it.
All
playoffs teams coming down back from 20 points, and the Pacers beat the Knicks. They were down 14 with 2:38 to go. 2:38, and they won the game. Like they were down 9 points, right, to OKC with 50 seconds or what, and they won that game. Like crazy, unbelievable thing. So the idea that they lost is not the end of the world. And give Shea and the Thunder, they'd have been the best team all year. It would have been unbelievable to me had they lost. But I still think that the Pacers are on pace to shock the world because that's what they've been doing all year, and I do expect them to win in 6 as I originally picked.
We talked about the cruise I was on. They had some really good food. The short rib was cooked right, and I think the Pacers are cooked. Rob says, shut up, Kelvin. That ain't the case. 877-99 on Fox. What say you?
All right, Marty in Kentucky. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Hope you had a great Father's Day, Marty.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We played in the pool a lot and shot some hoops in the pool and out of the pool. Just if I had my way, I'd just spend all Father's Day in the gym with my dad, all my kids, shooting hoops.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Love it, man.
That's
love
awesome.
It.
That's all you need. You don't need any big deals. Life is about people anyway. I tell people 1,000 times, stop with all the other stuff. The only thing that matters in life is spending time with people that you love and care about. That's all that matters.
Completely agree.
That's right. Guys, I didn't feel that the Pacers blew it. I really think, and I have bragged on Carlisle this entire series, and he really impressed me, and I think he's fantastic. But I will admit, Dagnott, I think that's how you pronounce his name, made a great switch up at the end of that game that I really think won him the game because Hallie was cooking. He's a point guard, 6'5", with a good wingspan, and he was driving to the hole, and all that nasty English, all those shots were just dropping for him. He was cooking. He was carrying the offense, and they switched over Holmgren on him. And he had enough length to keep him from pulling up on the jumper. And Carlisle will have an adjustment to that tonight, and that would be the interesting thing to see if this thing's tight down the stretch and they do that again. But I'm really enjoying the coaching decisions.
Yep.
And
I agree with that.
All the X's and O's of this series. I hate it that the ratings aren't good because if you love basketball and you see these two minds going in battle with these squads, you should love this series.
Right, but you notice, Marty, it's the casuals. They're not interested.
Ratings, yeah.
You know that. It's not the diehards, it's the casuals.
Yeah, and this has been some good basketball, man. It's been,
Thank you, Marty.
I think, shout out to Marty. I think it's been a lot of team basketball, so you're not having those individuals starting. Like nobody's dropping 40, 10 threes in a game, and so the casuals maybe don't aren't interested in that. Something you might see with Steph.
Because after that, and even after game one, which was ultra exciting at the end, and
0.3 seconds,
right? And then and then they have less people watching the next game, which was a little
very
shocking.
telling. Very telling.
Jack in South Carolina, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jack?
Hey, what's going on, Rob? What's up, Kev, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, nothing, man. Hey, happy belated Father's Day.
You
Rob.
too.
I don't think you're a father, but happy belated anyway.
No, they call me daddy. They call me daddy once they get the approval on my MasterCard.
I don't know. When I was at the port, Jack, when I was at the port, they were like, "Oh, you do the show with Rob?" Mm-hmm. They said you might have some kids in these ports around here.
Oh my.
Yeah. I got a saying. Rob like to give out them scratch-offs and gift cards, huh?
There you go. Yes, there you go.
He's got a little Derek Jeter bag at the little basket on the walkout.
But yeah, man. But I'm with Rob on this one, man. I really want the Pacers to win it, even though OKC got two of my boys. Because I'm a Calipari fan. Since UMass, wherever he go, I go. And he got two of my boys, but I guess deep down, I really want the Pacers to win. You know, even though they let it get away the other night, because it should have been 3-1.
Right, but
and
you
like
see, you get my point though. It would have
coaching.
Yeah,
right.
It would have been unbelievable.
It
would have been unbelievable if they would have been up 3-0. Am I right?
Yes, sir,
3-1,
man. I'm
3-1.
gonna sit back and I'm gonna listen, but they let it get away from me. MVP shows you why he MVP.
Yeah, he closed that thing out, making big shots, knocking down free throws.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, but I know I'm agreeing. I like what you're saying, Rob, about had we seen them up 3-1, you'd be like, wait, whoa, they're up 3-1.
That would have been shocking.
But
that would have been
go into the fourth up 10, or it was right around the fourth with up 10 at one point.
I get that.
You gotta. I feel like that's when because you don't want this to happen.
But that's not. But they're an underdog, and I'm just saying, like it would be against everything. You talked about the numbers and the Thunder and what they've done all year, and the defense and the scoring and all that. Right?
Yeah.
Like that would have all been out the window. Like what? How in the world did this happen? You got to remember, if they win, a lot of people consider it one of the biggest upsets ever.
But I will be.
Like that's how big it is. So for them to be up 3-1 wouldn't make sense. If they battle back, win tonight, and then close them out, I think people will be like, wow, the Pacers were pretty amazing.
And that's why I don't have them winning now. I just feel like that was – and however it would have happened, but they had a shot right then and there to do that, to go up 3-1. But listen, it's been a great series. 2-2 is all you can ask for if you're the NBA. Maybe you figure if we get closer and closer to game 5, 6, 7, maybe more people will tune in.